This video is going to be about how to delete track changes on your Word document. Before we get into the actual steps that you need to take, I just want to go ahead and let you know that it's always a good idea to save all revisions of your draft, just so that you can see kind of the process that you went through as your draft was changing in case you need to go back and either kind of consult with what you were doing prior to the current draft, or if you need to change something back to what it originally was within your paper. So what you should always do is save the draft that you've submitted for a grade to your professor, for feedback from the DSE, or from feedback from a peer. Then when you receive the feedback or the grade, you always want to save a copy of that draft as well with all of the comments and the feedback on it. If you need to submit the paper again for additional feedback or grade, you do want to delete all of the track changes or any comments that are made by the DSC advisor, your professor, or your peers, so that you can submit a clean copy and prevent what I call track change overload, which is what you can see is going on this paper. Any reader, whether it's your peer or your professor or DSC advisor who's reading this paper, is going to be very distracted. And all of this, everything that's going on this paper is going to take away from the content of what you've written. It's always a good idea to delete track changes unless your professor or the advisor or the peer, otherwise states. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is go to review. Find the little icon that says accept, click the downward arrow, and then click at the bottom where it says accept all changes in document. What you're going to see is that when you do this, immediately all of the changes or all of the track changes on the right hand side disappear. And what that's done is anything that, any feedback that you've gotten from a professor, from an advisor, from your peer has been accepted. So that means that the document has taken that feedback and incorporated it now into the paper. So if there's something that you may not agree with or that you don't want to change, you may want to go through that manually first. What will not disappear are the comments. So you can see here I've highlighted text and I've left a comment for a student. With the comments, you're going to have to go through manually and delete those. And what you'll do is just click the X. Once all comments are deleted, you'll see that the paper again looks, quote, normal. Okay, and so now it's ready to save. But again, before you save the document, I would not just go ahead and save, because you'll save over the feedback and lose all of the feedback that you just had. So what I would do would be to save as, and you can see here I have draft 1 with DSE comments. So what I would do is just change that to draft 2. Okay, so now I have a record of my draft 1 with comments, and now draft 2 is ready to be worked on.